Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a foundation routine. I haven't actually done a foundation routine on my channel yet, so I've actually recently kind of changed up how I've been doing my foundation, so I was like, hey, why not go ahead and do it? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I am currently doing my foundation. But before I jump into this video, if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you are watching one of my videos. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. So you can do that just by hitting the red button below and you will be notified of all future videos. Now, I've really been wanting to do like a breakdown of different makeup things like a breakdown of, say, how I do my eyeliner, how I do my eyebrows. Of course, foundation routine is the one I'm doing today. So if you're interested in seeing those kind of videos, please give this video a thumbs up because I would really like to know if that's something you would like to see. So anyway, I'm not going to take too long on this intro, so let's get started. So before I ever do a makeup look, I go ahead and I exfoliate my face if I haven't done it in a few days, just to make sure that my skin is nice and clean. And if I have exfoliated recently, I just go ahead and wash my face or use like a micellar water to just cleanse it, you know, make sure there's no dirt or anything on my skin. So that is the absolute first thing that I do before putting on any foundation on my face. So the next thing that I always make sure that I do before putting on foundation is applying moisturizer. And I use a generous amount of moisturizer. I really feel like that helps with, say, keeping dry patches away and just making your skin look better once you've applied your foundation. Just having a good moisturized face, definitely important. So the moisturizer I use is the Provise. This is Hydro Milk, and I actually got this in a BoxyCharm, and I'm running low, so I'm gonna have to be buying this pretty soon, and it's not cheap. But anyways, like I said, I use a generous amount, so here is what I have on my hand right now. I may end up adding more if I feel like I need more moisture, but I think this will be plenty. So I just rub it in. And I make sure to get under my eyes as well. And down my neck. So now that I'm moisturized, I go ahead and prime my face, and I like to use the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I have larger pores, so I like to use a pore refining type of primer, but just find a primer that works best for you and your skin type. So this is the amount of primer that I use on my skin, and I just take it and I place it mostly in the areas that I have issues, but pretty much I place it all over my face. And I like to wipe it like this. It just helps fill in those pores. So starting with foundation, I have a few favorites, but the one I really like on a day-to-day basis is the True Match Lumi. And you can just pick this up at Walmart. I think it's maybe around 10 bucks. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a really good foundation. I have dry skin, actually dry to combination skin, and this one works really well for me, and it's decent coverage. I think it's probably about medium coverage, but again, it's all preference. If you like a fuller coverage, go with fuller coverage. I take a couple pumps on my hand, like 3, and then I take my finger and I just place the foundation around my face. And make sure you don't put too much foundation on your face because you will begin to look cakey if you do that. And one of the reasons why I changed my technique of doing this is because I felt like I was applying too much, and this technique really helps with that. So what I do is I take this brush right here, and this is I don't even know what kind of brush this is, buffer brush, I guess you would say, and I got it at Walmart a long time ago, and it really works well for this. So I take this brush and I take some MAC Fix Plus and I just spray the brush a little bit, and then I begin to buff the foundation into my face. And then I take any extra that I have on the back of my hand and I buff it on my neck because I'm kind of in between shades right now, so I do that to make sure there's no line or anything on my neck. So using this technique really just spreads out the foundation really nicely. It doesn't make your makeup look caked on or anything like that. It just looks really natural, and I much prefer that to looking like a cake face, and I'm sure you would too. So the next thing I do is I take my concealer, and I'm using the Shape Tape by Tarte, and this is in light, and I think this is actually a little bit too light for me, but they're out of stock on pretty much every color, so this is what I have to work with. So I take it and I go under my eyes and around like this. And I try not to get too close to the eye. You see how there's a big gap? If you do that, sometimes it can cause your under eyes to crease. And so I like to put it a little further down so that you can spread it up instead of there being so much leftover concealer under the eye, and that really helps with creasing. So anyways, I take it also down my nose, up on my forehead, and onto my chin. Then I take a damp beauty sponge, and the one I have is the Real Techniques beauty sponge. If you're on a budget, this is a great one. I know a lot of people use the beauty blender and things like that, but I actually have never used a beauty blender, so I don't really know what I'm missing out on, but I really like this one, and it's like $5 at Walmart, so very affordable. So anyways, I just take this and I begin to pat everything in and take it up. And I make sure to pat it and not rub it. You don't want to rub this. Now for some reason I forgot, but I also take the concealer down right here. So yeah, again, just patting it in and spreading it out. And I want to keep this in this area right here. I don't want to take it out, because when you do this right here, it just really helps brighten up this area and makes your face look a little bit more sculpted. So keeping it in the center part of your face is really the best place to do it. Now that I blended all of that in, I'm going to go ahead and take this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette, and I take the lightest shade here and I use that to set my under eyes and anywhere that I place the concealer on my face. And I'm using this Morphe, it does not have a number on it, but this is what it looks like right here. And this is from the Gunmetal collection, and I take this and just begin to set my under eye area and my lids and everywhere else that I've placed the concealer on my face. So basically this is my foundation routine. From here you can do your bronzer, your blush, your eyeshadow, etc. This is just how I do my foundation. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my contour and everything real quick. So again, I take this, the dark color in this palette, and I'm using the Morphe R5 brush. And I take this very lightly, dab it in here and just kind of buff it out right there. And I just place this, see where my ear is? The top of my ear right here, I take that and follow that line down. And I stop about, I guess to the end of my eyebrow, where that ends, I stop about right there on my face. And I just build it up until I'm happy with the color of it. Now once I get it to the color I want, I begin to take it up and buff it out, going up a little bit, and then take it around my forehead and everything. And then of course I go under my jawline just to make sure I'm hiding my double chin. So yeah, I guess that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed my foundation routine. By the way, I did film this look So I'm not sure which video will be up first, but definitely check out this look if you're interested in seeing how I came up with it. I hope that this was informative and maybe you learned a little trick or whatever, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. And like I said before, if you're interested in seeing maybe a brow routine or how I do my liner, things like that, I would love to do those videos for you. So let me know below in the comments or give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I guess that's it. I will see you next time, guys. Bye.